Alright, time to go from another Zeta-like to another Zeta-like. The Re-GZID, or Re-GZID, I think is what it's called? Yeah, the Re-GZID. This is an interesting support. It is going to be the support that this support is the only support that we're going to go over today that has probably the best stagger accumulation game amongst its peers, and this is because of its Re-GZID Beam Smart Gun. It does an incredible amount of stagger for very little heat, which means it's able to stop pretty much anything in the game with 2 bursts, and many things with just 1 burst if you can land all of them. The only issue with this is that the Re-GZID needs to land all 3 of its bursts. It is also the only suit that we're going to go over today that has a dodge roll. It has resist move, which is, well, incredible. Even though you're still taking the full damage, and because of lag, even if you had an invincible dodge roll, you might still take the damage anyway. The Re-GZID is able to get out of some really bad situations the other suits aren't able to. I had thought about going over... Where are you? I had thought about going over the Zaku 4, but the Zaku 4's range on its other weapons is a little low. Despite the fact that it is a good suit, it has 2 weapons that are more suited towards close range combat, and that's why I've chosen today to go over the Re-GZID instead of the Zaku 4, because the Zaku 4's beam machine gun and head cannon, although very strong, I think might not have a place in this battle as opposed to Re-GZID. That and the Zaku 4 needs to stop the fire its gun, despite the fact that it has its own dodge roll and a mobile firing system. It is probably not in a great state that it can fight back against somebody. Whereas I think the Re-GZID might have a better chance. I don't know, maybe we'll go over both of them. Let's go over the Re-GZID now. Another reason why I haven't gone over the Zaku 4 is because its weapon overheats quite fast, whereas the Re-GZID, its weapon does not overheat ever. Yeah, I shot like 9 shots just now, and it did not overheat. The Beam Smart Gun for the Re-GZID does 35 times 3, or 105 per burst. This will stun anything that doesn't have DC 1, and 2 bursts is enough to stagger even the Palace Athene. You can, of course, fully charge it for a instant stagger, but that costs a hefty 70% to do. That being said, you can still do a 3-shot burst after that initial stagger. So it's not, it's an option. Bam, and you still got it. You still have the gun. It's not overheated. So great gun, fantastic gun. Just make sure you don't miss. If it doesn't stagger in 1 burst, it's gonna stagger in 2. Like that. You can swap out the weapon if you want to stop firing too. The hand grenade launcher does 50-50, so we have another high build stagger weapon. The head Vulcans do 6%. This is the only support we're going to go over that has such high percentages on its stagger. Has such high stagger percent on its Vulcans. This is incredible. The fact that it can do this. Shit like this is possible, which is not normal. We've gone over the Vulcans, we've gone over the Smart Gun, we've gone over the grenade launcher. Let's go over the armed grenade launcher. The double Gatling gun cannot be shot while boosting, but it does do a lot of damage. It does a lot of damage, and it can be shot while walking. It does 6 times... Well, that's 3 times 40? So it does 120%. So this will stagger a general, but more realistically, you're using this to follow up on an opponent's follow up on a combo for your allies, because your grenade launcher isn't there. And let's talk about the grenade launcher. These only do 10% stagger, but it is your best payoff. These do so much damage. This is your best option for ending a combo and following up on ally combos. It has the highest DPS of all of your other weapons. It has a DPS of 5,250 at base. And of course, you can use it in a combo, something like this. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. There you go. Doesn't end there though. The Re-GZID has a transformed version of its smart gun, which is unusual because it has such good economy on its regular smart gun. The fact that it has another smart gun is really good. You can shoot it 3 times, and it does 50 per shot. It'll overheat if you charge it though. So 50-50-50. Think of it like the other suits that we talked about that have 50-50 or 50 per shot. Bang. There's a lot less weapons on the the Re-GZID transformation, but you know, keep in mind that you have this great option. You can use it to help accumulate stagger on an enemy that's not in range, save on heat for other things, and while you're getting out of bad situations. It's notable in that you can actually boost fire at the same time. Not much else to say on the Re-GZID. It has a really incredible fire rate and heat rate on its main gun. Use your flight mode to get to spots on the map that are hard to counter snipe. And just fire away. If you're really good with your aim, I recommend this guy. Just remember, you have one weakness. Your one weakness is the Re-GZID does not have any way to chain staggers together. These are all build staggers. This is a build stagger. This is a build stagger. This is a build stagger. This is just a damage dump. This is also just a damage dump. So you're not going to be doing many combos with the Re-GZID. You're just going to be doing a lot of disruption, staggering people that are in combos and poking things out of their attacks. This guy can't do many things by himself. The only instant stagger he has is a charged smart gun. And the rigidity on the gun and the soft skin on its melee means that it can't really true combo into anything. The opponent has the opportunity to dodge if you even try for it. So keep your distance, stay behind your allies, just keep being annoying. Poke with the smart gun. If you have the leeway, do stuff like transform and transform back, stop, fall back. Just use it as a separate gun. And remember, you have a dodge roll, which is really, really good.